5 money mistakes you must avoid during this 2022 recession. Have you ever thought that you can profit from a crisis? Well, everyone's trying to deal with huge unemployment and inflation and trying to figure out how to survive a global pandemic. Even the wealthiest feel that they might run out of resources. So, here are 5 money mistakes that you must avoid during this recession. Number 1, cut your expenses. We have always observed that during any crisis, cash remains the king, and that crises create once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. But one needs to have enough money to invest in those kinds of opportunities. This crisis might seem a bit different, but it also presents different opportunities. During the global pandemic, work from home became the new normal, which helped employees to cut their expenses. And a lot of people have saved about 30 to 40% of their income this way. Moreover, the pandemic has taught us that we don't really need a lot of money to lead a normal life, and we can save for investments. Number 2, keep holding. A lot of people in developed nations invest in the stock market, and it has not been doing well during this recession so far. Most people panic in such situations because people lose the cash they've been investing for years. People sell their investments as they become uncertain about the future, but it's not advisable to sell. Keep holding, because sooner or later the market will recover, and most of the time businesses gain back their market value. Number 3, do not be confident. During the dot-com bubble, investors were ready to invest in any company that ended in .com, but only a handful of those companies were legitimate, such as Amazon, Google, and a few others. Same kind of thing happened with cryptocurrencies a few years back. And if we look at the pandemic, social distancing seems to become the new normal. Entrepreneurs will then try to find every way to profit from it by building apps and softwares and working digitally. But it is not definite that these businesses will flourish in times to come. So one needs to be very confident in what business one's going to invest in. Number 4, don't invest in a bank. It's not just about the pandemic, but even before that, banks paid low interest on investing money in a bank account. And definitely you want your money to grow in order to keep up with the inflation rates. During any economic crisis, the central bank usually lowers interest rates to the bare minimum to encourage businesses to grow and get their businesses back on track. The same happens during the pandemic as well. That's why it's not advisable to deposit in banks, especially during a crisis. And number 5, do not invest your last penny. The stock market is not always sunshine and rainbows, and chances of losing money are higher if one is financially uneducated. Even if someone is well-versed with the stock market and finances, the risk is always there. If one has a family to feed, then one should prioritize meeting the basic needs. It's really not advisable to invest your last penny, especially when you've lost your job. It really worsens the situation for the investor. During the pandemic, it became more difficult because we didn't know when the pandemic will end, nor will we know when this recession will end. Conclusively, not everyone may benefit from the opportunities presented by this crisis, so we should take care of the fact that we don't lose our savings when we need them the most.